Welcome to the part 2 of the storyline. Where I left off, where I was talking about the teleporter, when you go through, you see Max is a skeleton, and the numbers and the slight little girl and the teddy bear is Samantha. While they're being teleported, in that split second, that's why it takes like half a second, Dr. Max has invented a back door in the time-space MTD and time-space the MTD creates, or the teleporter creates. He pulled it open, slowly disintegrating his hands. He told Samantha to jump through. She jumped through and became part of the box. She was like this. He was pulling it. She went, "Daddy, Daddy, what are you doing?" He said, "Jump in." She jumped in, became part of the box. Especially when she laughs when you do it. He promised her before he closed it when he was slowly losing his body. He was like disintegrating. It was horrifying to Samantha. Make sure Richtofen does not ever, ever complete his plan. Then he closed the rift and died. And so did Samantha. She became part of the box. That's why the theory with the two wonder weapons does come through. Does come true. Very rarely, but it does. Because Samantha figures out eventually the guys are there to help, and they want to try to screw Richtofen over. Because they always make fun of him and stuff. Now, moving into Black Ops. First map, Kino. The meteors. Nothing to do with the theater. The theaters there represented the High Reichstag of the GG2 wonder weapon. It messed up. Big time. Bactus said no, blocked him with the cock, and then said, "Screw y'all." This before he was dead. But Richtofen had a plan. D-Rise. Hidden clip. Only comes out about maybe for a day, maybe a week. There's been clips like this forever, since Map Pack came out. Map Packs have been coming out for Call of Duty. They see Richtofen working on the teleporter. They work on it. They work on it. They work on it. Nikolai comes over, decides to kick it. He gets sucked into the teleporter. Vodka gets dropped. And gets sucked in with them. Dempsey goes after him. And Takeo. And then Richtofen. Boop. They come to the theater. And that's where the crap hits the fan. Because now it's a Reichstag dead theater. Everybody's trying to kill him. This is where Samantha starts to go off and gives Thunder Gun rarely ever to Richtofen except in Ascension. Usually Dempsey gets it. She met him. Not a lot. Driving by a Jeep at the POW camp, holding against the fence, he saw her. That was it. No backstory to it or anything. Anyway. You go, you fight. There's a clip. Maybe about a week later. Toying, screwing a bolt. Takeo decides to give Richtofen fish. He had sushi in his pocket. Don't know why. He had sushi in his pocket. Stayed fresh because he kept cooking through the teleportations. Here. He said no thank you. Takeo ate it. Went into the teleporter. Got sick. And then bumped against the back of the teleporter. And teleport again. They are now in an MTD. Multiple transport device. They jump over the time period of 5 and end up in Call of the Dead. At the split second they jump over the time period, zombies automatically spawn near 5. That's where this comes along. They brought a slight sample from D-Rise. Remember that whole theory where the chimney crawl went up the chimney and you're supposed to see it in Modern Warfare 2? Yeah, that plan has nothing to do with Knockdown Jones. They nuke D-Rise. It comes back. Then that crap hits the fan. So they see it's down, they bolted the door shut, kept banging, and then they landed and killed it and brought it in. Came alive again. They shot it. They had the Winter Cell. Now, America is making these for multiple reasons, because they thought 115 was about to happen, blah, 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 blah. They had a segment of it for the Winter Cell, blah, blah, blah. And we'll get to the Wonder Weapons in a little while. So that's how that starts. At the same time that's happening, they go to Dead Ups Arcade. Now that's a whole different shit fit. Richtofen was currently in the process of making a physical third-person game. Literally, anything that he didn't like, he'd beam into the arcade version. Yes, that's how the zombies got there. He beamed the dead bodies. He rewired the teleport and derise to beam to that. They got there, they fought, blah, blah, blah. Cosmic Silverback, it's a gigantic space monkey. What the hell are you gonna do? Okay? He didn't make it. The Ascension made it, and we'll get to that in a minute. Then comes Ascension. Samantha, you hear her on the radio. The girl's here, the girl's here, the girl's here. The girl is here, the girl is here, blah, blah, blah. She's playing with his toys, the Gerst device. Casimir and Richtofen have been currently working on this thing called a Casimir mechanism to re-free Maxis. His plan was to kill him himself and get Samantha out of the way. What he didn't know is he put him in a cryogenic somewhere on the moon for control of everything. The box, the zombies, everything. He wanted to bring her back. Couldn't. Her zombies, she had hellhounds. She had one hellhound spawn. Take the Gerst device. Swoop it around in his mouth. Prime it. Throw it at the Casimir mechanism. Put him inside. Richtofen again escapes on the lander. That's a clip. They now find Richtofen on the way to the lander station. Off map, they find it, and it comes over. It's like way, way down the line. You can't even see it out of the map even if you glitch out. Comes on. They say, where were you? He says, I was going to the bathroom. Dempsey smacks him. He farts. And I'll tell you that in a second. Basically, Richtofen gets nervous and he farts. So, when he knows Dempsey slapping somebody, he really gets nervous. Farts. So, this is all true, by the way. This is serious true. I play the maps. I know how this goes down. Anyway, moving on. They get there. They fight. The monkey round comes along. Richtofen's like, what the hell? I didn't do this. And then he's like, oh, remember Dead Ups? Comics Silverback? How could I put this gently to the younger viewers? The monkey had sex with space. Yeah. They launched an ape into space. It's Russia that did that.